Hello, this is DrGAKMAN here. Garrison Andrew Kane, making a video for two purposes. One, I need to sell this collection of Nintendo 64 games on eBay, and two, to a lesser extent, is to show some prosperity for myself and the community. That says basically I did at one point own these games. I had more Nintendo 64 games. I've already sold some of them on eBay a long time ago. But I'm going to have to get back onto eBay because I need money again. Job situation is better and everything, but some potential health issues have come up and with dental work, so I need to deal with that. But you don't care about that. And some of this stuff will, the remarks that I might make is more for myself, again, for prosperity. But let's get into it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Nintendo 64 games in the box, and 2 extras out of the box. To zoom in on those: Killer Instinct Gold and Bomberman 64. The carts, back and front label, are in good shape. No writing on those, pretty clean. All of these games work. All pretty much in pretty good condition. I want to show you on the front covers of these that a couple of them will have price stickers that were ripped off from Blockbuster. Here's Kirby 64, Excitebike 64, Jet Force Gemini, Conker's Bad Fur Day. It also had some sticker problems. This one's probably not the bulk of it, but the big one in this collection here. Star Soldier, another big one, because it's rare that you find this game boxed. You can find it. This box is probably in the worst condition of all the boxes, as you will see when I go to pull it out. All of these boxes look good when they're standing on their spine. I will stand them up on their spine so that you can see that later in the video as I go through these one by one. Usually when I do these kind of videos, but I'm just now remembering, I usually have the carts out already so that you can see what they look like, but I'm going to have to go back and forth, up and down with the camera here to do this because I don't have anybody to shoot with me. But yeah, Star Soldier from Electro Brain. I have compared, when you see the price of this, basically the way I usually do my eBays, I don't put them up for like a penny and then expect it to go up and up and up and up. I expect only serious bidders. So that's why the first bid is usually pretty high. And if you want to wait till the last minute and try to risk it that way to get it, cool. That's part of the plan, so that you can get a steal. As opposed to people who might, there might be 20 people interested in the beginning because the price is so low. My first bid is high because, number one, the value of this. Number two is to make the most money. Number three is to have serious bidders only. And number four, because shipping is free with me. So, when you see the price out there, you don't have to worry about what the shipping cost is because I will pay for shipping. And I don't have the box with me, but if you need to see that later, I could always post another video on YouTube and send it to you to show how this will ship. I pack and ship very well. Okay, Ridge Racer 64. That one also has the sticker rip on it. Winback, Covert Operations, really good game from Cody. Sticker problem. Body Harvest. This is kind of hard to get a hold of in the box too, but fun little fact about this, I believe it was DMA Designs. Can't remember. Now some of these have back labels too from Blockbuster over the barcode. Some of those are easier to get off. Let me see here. This one also had that. For the most part, I didn't try to rip those off because you don't see those on the cover. They can be heated off. Ridge Racer's got it. Resident Evil 2, got the sticker on the front and sticker on the back. Other than the sticker problems on some of these boxes, that's really Battle Tanks Global Assault, another awesome game. Kirby 64, Crystal Shards, has the sticker on the back as well as Excite Bike 64. All the rest of these, which are GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, Diddy Kong Racing, Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Tooie, all of those have, and Jet Force Gemini, although I already told you about that one earlier, but all of those have their new retail boxes, so there's no stickers or anything on them. All of these have obviously been opened and used, but those boxes are going to be in better condition, of course, than the ones with the stickers on them. When you look at them from the spine, usually the way I had them displayed on the shelf for so many years was the yellow spine showing out, so that you could see the name of the game. Sometimes I had them red spine out too, because the red was kind of cool. When you have them shown like that, it really doesn't matter what's on the front cover, and for the most part the front covers of all these look pretty good, except for those glaring ugly sticker things. You can probably do some alcohol tricks or whatever. There's videos out there to do that. I don't want to do it myself because when I had done them in the past, I had already put more blemishes, especially like with Conquer. I actually ripped the box itself underneath the stickers. So I decided, better not do that anymore. Whoever I sell them to or give them to in the future, I'll let them use their own discretion to removing these stickers. The age of the stickers is now much older, so they might be easier and or harder in some cases to get off, depending on what type of stickers they were. Wow, I've already been very long-winded. I'm sorry, but I want you to see what you're bidding on, and most all of these have their instruction booklets. As we go through these, you will see the newer ones, of course, have their instruction booklets. Some of them had, I think Diddy Kong Racing had a card, the card instruction book, which is basically just a one-page card that opens up that gives you like directions on the controller, how to use it and everything. Maybe another game does that here too, but as we go through them, then we'll see that. We've already gone over Killer Instinct Gold. We've already gone over Bomberman 64. Let's start with Kirby 64. Put the camera down. And we'll show you the condition of the cartridge and show whether it has instructions or not. Okay. The box, again, is in good shape. Here is the instructions. Not really in great shape, but they still turn all right. The staple's not ripped out. It's pretty much okay except for the front cover. It's got some Blockbuster Video 92275 writing on it. And then, of course, the cartridge, which tried to get that out. That can come out pretty easy if you got the right cleaning solvent. The back label and the front label, though, have the property of Blockbuster stickers on them. If you were to try to remove those, you're probably going to damage the labels. But the somewhat good thing about some of the Blockbuster labels, they actually kind of protect the label because they go completely over the sticker. And they only had this ugly property of Blockbuster thing on the top, and they didn't have a bunch of marks all over the rest of the cover of some of these. So that's what that is. That's got the instructions, the box, and the card. On to Excite Bike 64. this one has one of the more uglier front labels. And unfortunately there are no instructions with this one. So again, here's the condition of the box. Pretty good, except for the stickers. And then here's the cart on Excitebike 64. It's got one of the ones that go over the front. It doesn't go over the back label, which is good, or over the top, so you don't have that sticky stuff on the top. But it does have the ugly property of Blockbuster and really big writing on the front. It's not covering up the name of the game, but yeah, you may not like that. But there that is. The next 3 games will not have those Blockbuster issues because they were bought new. They are GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, and Jet Force Gemini, all rare games. This one, GoldenEye, has a pretty good box. Has the cardboard pull out, pretty good. The cartridge itself in really good condition. And then the instruction booklets, barely even been opened, practically new. So we're on to Perfect Dark. Now the box on this one, obviously the game was more used. But this one's got the bag on the cart. As you can see, the flap is torn. Usually some of these games had flaps on them like this, where they were a 2-part fold flap, while the one fold is ripped off on this one. That's really not that big of a deal. But just letting you know what it looks like. And then the condition of this box being opened and shut all the time, because I did play this one a lot. It's kind of bad on this side. Not really bad, I shouldn't say that. But compared to the rest of the box, it's not as good. But the rest of the box is pristine. Then this one has the bag around the cartridge. I think that may be the only one with a bag. And then the instructions on this one, because of the way they laid out the box, it's a little frayed on the bottom here. But that's just on the cover, I believe. Maybe a couple of the pages. But from that point upward, it's pretty good condition. Back cover. So there's that. We're on to Jet Force Gemini. Which has the instructions and the cartridge in really good condition. Here's the box. Really good box. Corners look really nice. No faded colors or anything on most of these. This one's got a kind of bend to it when you look at it, but that's because of the way it lays in the box. But the pages were barely even opened on this one. Most of the games during this period, I didn't really mess with the instructions too bad. And then the cartridge itself, again, top notch, because it was bought new retail and treated very well. Next one, another bought new retail. Back to it having a cardboard inlay, and this one also has the card instruction thingy. And it also has the instructions. The box, really good condition. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, just let me know. I'm not really willing to break up this set. I'm trying to sell it all at once and get the big payout. So I don't have to ship multiple times. This is a really good start for a collection. Not a lot of Nintendo games, definitely a lot of rare games. And then there are third-party games, of course, too, some of the better ones, and we'll get to that in a moment. Here's the folding card that I was talking about before. I believe this is the only game that I have the folding card for. Not a lot of games had them, but there's that. And here's the cardboard insert. And here's the cartridge itself. Again, bought retail, so it's in good condition. Now we're on to Banjo-Kazooie. This one was definitely played a little bit more, so there's a little bit of a, not a problem, but you can tell a little bit more wear on the flap here, right about there, opening and closing it all the time. See a spider web? No. Then here's the rest of the box. Pretty good condition. The instructions, practically brand new. And here's the cart. Bought new, kept practically new. Banjo-Tooie next. And with Banjo-Tooie, it also has the instructions. I believe most all of these have their instructions, and as I go through them, you'll see that. I'm running low on battery life, so I better get close to getting here. Box, in better condition than Banjo-Kazooie. Instructions, really good condition. And cartridge, perfect label, pretty much. Contact That Verde. Now here we go with, this is probably the big one that most people are after. This one, fortunately, does not have the silly Blockbuster sticker on it, but it does have, permanent marker on it. Here's the box again. Pretty good on the inside. And then this game is not for anyone under 17. The instructions are really good. There is a little bit of a fold there on the back cover. And here's the cartridge. But this can be removed with some cleanser or solvent or whatever. But the labels are pretty good on that. Battle Tanks Global Assault, one of my favorites. I was talking before about Body Harvest, and I was going to give you a little fun little factoid, but then I raced through this. I might have time to tell you that. But, same people that worked on this eventually went on to DMA Designs, which then created, for the competition, what was it? Grand Theft Auto. This is kind of like a prelude almost, you could tell. Hijacking vehicles and stuff like that. Battle Tanks. This has that, one of those Property Blockbuster stickers that goes over the back and the front. Not too bad other than that, though. The condition of the cart, it has a little bit of the writing there, but it's already started to wear off. The instructions, not great, has writing there, but they're intact and they're there. The condition of the inside of the box, pretty good, and the flap, bam, bam, bam. Resident Evil 2, awesome game. Remember, this started a lot of good stuff with Nintendo and Capcom back in the day. Don't go through a lot of history there. But, this one, you can't see it, but there's a Property of Blockbuster sticker on this one too. You can see it on the back more, but since the cartridge is black, you can see it in the light there. But since the cartridge is black, you can't really see it. I peeled some of the stuff off the top, but it's got a little bit of sticky residue there. No instructions with that one. I believe that's the second one without instructions. Excitebike 64 doesn't have instructions either. Here we go with the Ridge Racer 64. This one has the dreaded Property of Blockbuster sticker on it. And it has writing on it, but that should come off pretty easy. Sticky residue on the top. This has, I the instructions. A little bit of writing on the front there, but the instructions are in pretty good condition. Not as good as some, but better than some of the other rented Blockbuster ones. Here's Star Soldier. Man, I'm running out of time. You're getting bored. This is over 20 minutes, but this is a lot of money and a lot of collecting power here, so I want to make sure I'm really thorough. Writing on it, that should be easy to get off again though. I left the top sticker on this. Most of them just peel off or whatever, but they're connected by a little bridge right there and right there where my thumb is. But yeah, it's got that front back Blockbuster label on it. No instructions with that one either, unfortunately. And it's looking like no instructions. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there are. Wait a minute. No, that's not. That's just the flap with body harvest. Front back sticker again on this one. Sticky residue on the top. The can't hardly see it, but there it is in the light again. The back label was ripped off of this one. I didn't do that, but it's got the sticky residue and all that stuff on there. Other than that, the condition of the card is good. Condition of the box, which I forgot to go over with probably the worst box, Star Soldier. It has no insert. It was one of the ones with the cardboard insert. So the card is just laying in there, and when you lay other boxes on top of it, kind of crushes. You could probably fold that out, or if you find another insert box, it'll flesh that out a little bit. Other than that, and the stickers, the yellow side is in really good condition, but the red side is crushed. Last game, win back, 64. Hopefully I don't run out of battery power. Juice. No instructions on that one either. Front back label as well. The top label of the label is got the sticky residue, but it's off. And then the condition of the box, pretty good condition. So I want to hurry up and stop this video because it's been too long-winded, as I usually get with these. But this is for prosperity, for myself, for future generations, and also for eBay. So thank you so much for watching, and happy bidding. Go ahead and ask me any questions that you might have, and I'll be sure to answer them. Again, not looking to break up this set. I want to give a warning. Hopefully I have enough time on this, the battery here. The last times I've had some of these big collections of my Nintendo games online, I've been getting the question right after somebody makes a bid. They'll say, can you just go ahead and end it now? If you start to do that, I might report you, because I've had that happen to me 3 times before, and they don't understand. If it was a buy it now, that would make sense, because the transaction would be over. But if there's several days left on the auction, that's what an auction is. It's supposed to go up. The idea is to make more money, not less money. And I know that sounds crude or whatever, but anybody who puts stuff on eBay with a high first bid, they're looking to try to get their money back on it, or make more money. I know that this stuff is worth, more than what I'm going to be putting it up for. But, you may get lucky and be the last second bidder and get it, or, it may go up a little bit more in price, more than maybe it might be worth to you. That's up to you if you want to bid on it some more. But please do not request to me to end the auction early. That's not fair to other people who may want it. And that's really this isn't a garage sale. I know it's eBay, but I'm not garage selling this stuff. And I think that this is a really good collection in mostly good condition with some really great games. And I think the price that I'm going to have on it is great for the first bid. It might be too rich for you or whatever. But please don't make a bid or request after you make a bid for me to end the auction. I'm not going to do that. The way I do my auctions is I flesh it out for an entire week, so that way the day that I have to actually do shipping and all that stuff, I do it. And then that way you get it faster. It's a more convenient thing for me. It starts on a Sunday, it ends on a Sunday, then I ship it out the next day, Monday. It'll be ready to go by tomorrow next week. So when whoever makes the winning bid gets it, congratulations. Thank you so much. But please do not contact me with questions or actually demands. I've heard from some people to end the auction early. That doesn't make sense. I'm not going to do that. I don't care if you think you're special or whatever. The idea here is to make money on my end. On your end, it's to enjoy the product once you get it, and if you aren't going to enjoy it for the price that I'm listing, don't bid. So it's just simple as that. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if that sounded rude or whatever. I've done it like 5 times, these big lots, wholesale lots, and I believe the last 3 times I was almost felt harassed by people who had just made bids to say, begging me to end it early. And I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. That's just, it should be common sense not to ask something like that. So thank you so much for watching. And sorry to be so long-winded, but you are bidding on a lot of good stuff, and it is a high price. So I want to be thorough in letting you know what you get. Thank you so much for watching.